Joey?
Joey, could you come out here?
Relax, I'm here.
I'm going to want to chat with you in a second, but right now, I'm going to have to match up some notes.
He was part of the Grace group.
Okay.
This is the phone number that Michael called George from.
That's grand. And the roof ghost.
No, I don't see any connection at all.
And roof ghost.
I can't see any connection.
Okay, it was worth a shot. I'm not gonna call Michael just yet. Oh wait, we got new emails. Did Frank Lyons really die, or was it just a cheap stunt? It is no secret that his well-publicized death catapulted his last film to the biggest box office earnings spot that weekend. So what really happened? Abbott Leaks intends to find out. Ooh, Sam. Ah, sweet, we got case notes. So we looked into the Meehan girl. The picture matches the Jane Doe. We're trying to locate her friends and family. When you get to it, please submit a report so we can invoice you. Here's a copy of the case notes for your reference. Downloading. Yay, we have them. I'm not going to open it just yet. So Sam says I'm supposed to help you. I'm here at the station, so come by whenever. We also told the staff at George Austin's building to expect you. If there's a logic behind any of this, I don't see it. So let's go back to this, re-download it, and come on. No, nothing? I don't see it here. Did I screw something up, or is it in notes? Ah, here we go.
If there's a connection, I don't see it.
Okay.
If there's a connection, I don't see it.
Yeah, you don't see it. Maybe the roof ghost does.
No, I don't see any connection at all.
Damn it, but it's basically just nothing.
Joey.
What is it?
It's cold. It's really cold out here.
So go back inside, I ain't stopping you.
The ghost on the roof was George's neighbor.
If we can get through to her, she might tell us something.
You say that like it's easy to get a spook to tell us anything.
Okay, so it's not the same apartment. This is apartment A and that's apartment B then. So they share a little area here together.
I've got a list of all the people found in the Carth house. It's complete now, thanks to us.
Damn right, it's thanks to us.
Whoever this Michael is, he seems to know a lot about who we are.
Then that makes him #1 on our most wanted list.
This number is a 212 area code. That means it's a landline.
A what line?
You know, a phone connected to the phone wires, not a cell phone like mine.
So?
We find the phone, we find... I don't know, a clue or something.
Or something.
Do you have any better ideas? No? Okay.
Yeah, stupid Joey. Now, you get your ass in there and talk to that ghost. Have a look-see here at this note.
Whatever this note says, it's too dark to read it.
Well, in that case, let's blow it towards the light.
It says, I know about Heather, and it's signed by someone named Jay.
Okay, so she is probably Jay, and Heather would be the whore that her husband was banging. Or at least, that's what I'm
She
assuming.
seems pretty easygoing, but it's hard to say if it's genuine. It feels polished, practiced. Hi there.
I'm sorry, have we met?
Kind of. I think you met my friend earlier.
I see. You're both looking after George's place.
Yeah, something like that. So you actually live here? So to speak?
Yes? Why are you so surprised?
Well, this place is kinda, well, empty.
I live alone.
That's not what I mean. Look around. There's nothing in here.
What on earth are you talking about?
Never mind.
You're Jay, aren't
The
you?
note is signed J. Who's Jay?
I have no idea, and I don't know anything about any note.
Okay.
I know about Heather. Do you know anything about this?
About what?
This note, the one on your floor.
I have no idea. It has nothing to do with me.
And what's it doing here?
I have no idea.
Okay, relax.
Ooh, she's getting pissed off, Joey.
So, about this place.
I might not have the highbrow taste that George has, but my furniture is just as serviceable as his. And twice as comfortable, I might add.
It's probably a lot fucking cheaper, especially since there's nothing there.
Who are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Cute. Very cute.
Huh?
Wait, you're serious? Well, isn't this delicious? It's so rare that I get to be the mysterious one.
My name's Joey. Joey Malone. Why don't you tell me yours?
You honestly don't know who I am.
I'm afraid not.
I admit, I'm fascinated. I know your name, but you don't know mine. It's not often that I'm in this position.
So, are you gonna tell me or what?
I think not. I want to savor this for just a little while longer.
Oh, you are mean.
So what is this? You famous or something?
Or something.
Well, that's fucking helpful, isn't
Come
it?
on, you know my name. It's only fair.
I can't tell if you're being genuine or if you're just playing with me.
Why not both?
Well, the night is young. See if you can figure it out.
Ho ho. I don't want to bother her too much.
Listen, it's really important that you tell me who you are.
What on earth could be so important?
It's complicated.
No, I don't think so. I'm enjoying this way too much.
Well, you're a bit of a bitch.
Could I ask you a
there.
couple questions?
You don't even know my name, and you want to ask me questions.
Well, maybe if you actually told me your name.
No. Like I said, this is way too much fun.
Well, whoever you are, I'll see you around.
Say hi to George for me, if you see him.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
No point in
'cause he
leaving
dead.
that way. I can only leave with Red, and she can't get in here.
Okay, well, here's what's gonna happen. We are going to try going downstairs. We're going to ask the doorman if he has any idea who the hell this woman is. I mean, he should know, depending on how long he's been there, of course.
Hi.
Yes, miss?
Does this phone number look...
Oops.
No, it doesn't. Sorry.
Michael.
Did George know anyone named Michael?
I'm afraid I don't know.
Now, tell me about this roof ghost.
Do you know who lived in the apartment across from George?
I'm afraid not. I only started working here a few months ago. That apartment has been vacant the whole time.
God damn it. Now that presents me with a little problem. Not too much of a one though, because I'm just going to head back over here. Stop looking at me, dude. And I'm going to call this Michael fella.
No answer.
Damn it. What was his number? 212-555-3412. 212-555-3412. Damn it. It's not even a fucking online phone book. How unrealistic. Well, let's hop out of here. Maybe if we go back to the pig pen, we'll have something, because I don't want to go to the church just yet. I want to make sure
Officer Palmer?
we've exhausted
Yeah.
everything.
What can I do for you?
Do you know anyone named Michael?
You're gonna have to be more specific than that.
Does this phone number mean anything to you?
Not really, but I can trace it for you.
Trace it?
Run the number, see who it belongs to. Within reason, anyway. Where'd you find it?
I found it on George Austin's phone.
Oh, we ran that number already.
You did?
Yeah, it belonged to Grace Church. Probably calling for donations or something.
Yeah, or something.
Thanks anyway.
Well, looks like we're heading there.
Do you know if any of George Austin's neighbors died recently?
It's not in any of the reports. Do you have a name?
No, not yet. But she lived across from George. Can't you look it up that way?
I can't, now. The way the system works, I can only look it up by the victim's name, not address. Sorry.
God damn it, now how the hell am I gonna figure out her name?
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
God damn it, how? I don't know. I'm just gonna have to go to the church, and hopefully someone there will help me figure it out. I could probably get a death notice there. Well, not a death notice, a death certificate or something, some mention of her death. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna try and minimize footprints now. Switch back to Rosa, and we'll ask some questions.
Hi, remember me?
Yes, and would you please keep your voice down?
Sorry. I'm looking for information on the Grace Group.
Grace Group?
They used to meet here, in the basement. Some kind of self-help group?
There are hundreds of so-called Grace Groups, and they all have meetings in the basement. You will have to be a bit more specific than that.
Well, you're being fucking awkward already.
Do you know any Michaels?
In my line of work, I know more than I can count.
I'll save the number until...
There are
I
tons of
mention
case
the
files
disturbing
listed
stuff.
here. I'm not going to ask about them one by one. So there's this woman that might have died in a penthouse apartment.
I'm afraid I don't know who you're talking about. I am sorry.
Well, I tried. Now, admit that this is your number.
I checked with the police. This number belongs to a phone in this church. A man I'm looking for made a phone call from this number. His name is Michael. It's very important that I find him.
I'm afraid I don't know who you're talking about. I am sorry.
The telephone that uses this number, where is it?
Why would you need to know that?
Michael used the phone. Maybe he left a clue behind when he did.
And he could have used any one of a dozen offices in our administration wing.
Really? Over a dozen?
Yes. So, if you want to locate Michael Cooper, you'll have to find another way.
Ho ho! You gave us his name, you silly old boy?
Wait, Cooper?
Pardon?
You said Michael Cooper.
Isn't that the gentleman you're looking for?
No, I just said his name was Michael.
So you did. Slip of the tongue. My apologies. It is quite late and I'm tired.
Ho ho, so who is this Michael Cooper?
You need to tell me who Michael Cooper is.
I told you I don't know any Michael Cooper.
You lying sack of crap.
So you don't know anyone named Michael Cooper?
No, I don't.
Well, thanks. I'll be going.
Stay safe.
And there's nowhere I can go. You know what, I'm just gonna ring the number.
If the phone is nearby, it's not ringing.
That was worth a shot. Stand outside, and I will search.
Huh. So Michael Cooper was a priest. Interesting.
New York Theological Seminary alumni. Interesting indeed. Hey,
Excuse me.
Yes.
he was a goddamn priest.
Michael Cooper. He's a priest too, isn't he?
So?
So, it's a pretty big coincidence, wouldn't you say? Please stop lying to me.
I'm not lying.
You're not telling me the whole truth either, are you?
I made a promise. He came to me scared, begging me to protect him, to give him sanctuary. He was ranting. I should have turned him away, but we roomed together at the seminary. We were close friends once. What could I do?
You can
Send him
take
to
me
Looney
to
Bin?
him.
He's raving. He's mad. He says he's in a battle for his very soul. Is this true?
Yes. Yes, it is.
He's in the school. It's closed for the winter break, so it seemed like a good a place as any to hide him. Here's a key. The entrance is around the corner. Please, do whatever you must. Just don't come back here.
Don't worry.
So, thrown out of a church. I suppose with our record, it was only a matter of time.
The entrance to the school is around the block. Let's go.
No snappy dialogue? Okie dokie. We may as well go in and talk to him, but I get the feeling that this might not end well. Just kind of going by how things have been going up until this point. I get the feeling that something bad's gonna happen. Let's see, got anything to look at?
No need to pay attention to that. There aren't any cars out tonight.
Oh, you always gotta pay attention.
Lafayette Street looks cold and icy. Better stick to the sidewalk. It's the front door. Pretty solid.
We got a key. Ah, must just auto-use it.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul.
That's pretty sparkly.
He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul.
It's dark up
He
there.
leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's
Pretty much
sake.
nothing
I
else.
think he's reciting
Though
the
I
Psalm
walk
of
through the valley of
David.
the
From the
shadow of
books
death,
I've read, it's supposed to
I
guard
will
against
fear
evil.
no evil, for thou art
Certainly
with me.
seems to.
Thy rod and thy staff, they
He's
comfort
praying
me.
like his life depends
You
on
prepare a
it.
table
I
before
suppose
me
from
in
his
the
point of view it
presence
does.
of mine enemies.
Go over here, Joey.
My
Huh?
head with oil,
You!
my cup
Michael?
overflows.
Stay back, bestower. I've got a gun.
Just a second.
I said stay back!
Oof. He's angry.
Whoa, calm down. I'm not here to hurt you.
Oh yeah? Tell that to Leah and George and the others.
Others? How many of you are there?
You don't even know that. You don't know a thing, do you? This wasn't the plan.
Plan?
Yes, our brilliant plan. We get the bestower to escort our souls to the next world, protect us from this force that is after us. Instead, you let us be destroyed.
No, I don't think I'm going to be forceful. I'm going to turn it back on him.
You think I wanted this to happen? People dying, souls torn apart? You think I want this?
Of course not. It's just, well, look at what we've been reduced to.
I'm sorry. Whatever is going on, it's new. I've never seen anything like it before.
I see. And what about him?
Huh?
Your friend, the man behind you. He hasn't said a word since you walked in here.
Me? Do you mean me?
Yes, you. Don't look so surprised. How else could I have known who you were? Now get out of here. You've been nothing but trouble ever since George went to look for you.
I am so sick of guns.
Yeah, well, I'm sick of all this.
Temper, my host.
That voice. It can't be.
Madeline.
I told you to stay in the other room.
Yes, my host, I know. But I had to intervene. These two know me, if I may.
Fine, fine. Just make it quick. I'm losing concentration.
Malone, Blackwell, what a pleasant surprise to see you both again.
Yeah,
How the
surprise is the
fuck?
word. What the hell are you doing here?
Is it not obvious? You freed me, Malone, brought me back into this world, and as befits all of our kind, I had a host waiting for me, and so I have returned to my former duties.
Look, as much as I am touched by this reunion, I need to focus.
Perhaps we should all converse outside.
Fine, outside. Just Leave me in peace.
Thank you, my host.
Well, if you're a bloody bestower as well...
You're a bestower too?
What gave it away? The spirit guide who won't leave me alone? Look, maintaining this circle leaves me a bit cranky, sorry. If you can help, great. If not, well, I've made my peace with it. Just go talk to her. She's outside. I need to concentrate.
Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life.
What the hell is fucking going on here?
Blackwell, Malone, it's been a long time since we've been able to converse.
Last I saw you, you helped me out of the void. Then you disappeared. Where the heck did you go? And how come we're only just seeing you now?
I admit the transition hasn't been pleasant. I have had 3 hosts since returning to this world. The first was an old man on the edge of death. He lingered for 6 weeks before finally succumbing to the inevitable. When the old man passed, I became bound to his niece for a time. She ran every time she saw me. I tried to keep my distance, give her time to adjust, but in the end, she fell down the stairs in an attempt to flee. The poor woman died, and I was passed to her brother, the man inside.
God damn. That is some way to lose your host. Scaring her down the goddamn stairs.
So, you always seem to know what the hell is going on. So what the hell is going on? Who's after the spooks?
I do not know. I wish I did. Like you, we saw it happen. We saw a soul being torn apart and could do nothing. I'm afraid my host became a little unreasonable after that.
So why was George Austin looking for us?
We needed a bestower. A proper bestower. My host and I were not up to the task.
Eh?
It might be due to my time in the void. It might be because my host's soul has been marked by whatever is out there. But in any case, our abilities are limited. We cannot even help lost souls move on as you do. We can see them and talk to them, but that is all. Hence why we needed you.
Lucky us.
Well, why in the hell can you not help them move on? That's a bit weird. I mean, you can bring them into his head with just touching them, so there must be something weird going on here.
So what can we do? We don't even know what's going on.
Our theory was that you could help move these poor souls into the next world before they were destroyed, but it appears that it did not achieve the desired result.
You could say that, yeah.
You must investigate. My host and I are restricted, but you two are not. If anyone can help uncover why these poor spirits are being attacked and stop it, it is you.
Well, that's assuming I can. And obviously, since the game ends, I probably can, but we'll see.
Please, you're a fellow spook. Call me Joey.
Forgive me. When you are as old as I am, all the names blur together. So I tend to address those I speak to by their family name. It is just easier that way, and less painful. I'm afraid it is a habit that is difficult to break.
And after several centuries, I guess it kind of makes sense, especially if you're stuck to someone of the same family.
So how'd you like being on the outside, as it were? I imagine it's better than being trapped wherever you were.
I had thought, I had hoped, that I would pass on, that being brought back to the mortal world would force me to obey mortal laws. Instead, No, it is not to be. I have returned to my former duties, therefore I must have further work to do. But yes, it is nicer than being trapped in the void. Did I ever thank you, Malone?
Not as such, no.
Well, I must rectify that. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Anytime.
Now, maybe you can give me some information.
So, what do you know about this Grace group?
I know that it meant a great deal to my host, as well as his friends. Whatever happened at those meetings, it greatly improved their lives. But obviously, it came at a cost.
And it was before your time, I'm taking it. Interesting.
So what's the story with Michael? What's his deal?
Cooper is my host. We have not had the time to get to know each other better.
Is he always this ornery?
Do have some pity for him. He has lost his uncle, his sister, and several of his friends. He has been forced to accept the spirit world and the possible loss of his own soul, all within the span of a few weeks. If anyone deserves some understanding, it is he.
You ever go to the Karth house? dumpy place in Chelsea.
I'm afraid I do not.
Right. Please tell me you know something about this roof ghost.
There's a ghost haunting the empty apartment across from George Austin.
I see. Well, you know your duty. Go and save it.
Crap.
Why do you let Father Michael push you around like that?
It is what my host wishes.
So?
Simply that. I must do what my host commands.
Right, seriously. What's the story?
No story, Malone. If my host wishes me to leave him alone, I leave him alone.
That actually works?
Of course. It is my duty to do so.
So, Joey, could...
No.
Of course, some of us take our duties more seriously than others.